Hello, people. How are you today? I just want to say thank you, first of all, for viewing this. Whoever has viewed it, probably one or two people in the whole entire world. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I enjoy doing this. I just enjoy talking about fights. So, yeah, if you like this, please like, subscribe, share, all the usual caboodle. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Stipe Miocic versus Daniel Cormier. Who do I think is going to win? It's got to be DC. I think in the last fight, the problem was with DC. He had wrestling problems. He just had a back surgery. He came back from back surgery and he thought he'd be like absolutely amazing. And I think the problem is that was the problem. And I think after the first round, even in the second fight, he picked him up and then he toppled him over. And I actually was worried that he was going to drop him on his head, but no. And luckily he didn't do that, and I'm grateful that he didn't do that because I don't want a death in MMA, that's for sure. But it is a dangerous fight, and the reason it is a dangerous fight is because when you look at the stats of Stipe Miocic, he's got 79% knockout, man, and he's got 4 decisions, so he's not got many decisions on his fight record. Let's have a look at his fight record itself. I mean, the last loss was against DC himself, but prior to that, he's beaten everybody candidly except against Junior Santos, a decision. The thing with Stipe Miocic is that he does evolve as time goes on, and that's one of the things. I think the thing is, I'm gonna go with DC because I think he's leaving no on stone unturned. He's said it himself. His back is normal. Now he can take guys down. He's got a small cage. It's not gonna be in a big cage, so that's gonna be an amazing thing as well for him. So that's going to be the best thing for him, really. And I think I mean, in his last fight, I think he came a bit heavier. I don't know whether he's going to come in a bit heavier, but he does look a bit more in shape than as opposed to more out of shape in the last fight. There was a lot more fat around the stomach, I felt as well. So then the body, he was clearly winning the fight. So the thing was, he just stopped doing the takedowns, and I think that was the thing. Javier Mendez said that himself. That was the issue, is that he didn't listen to him. He like deviated from the game plan, but clearly Cormier said himself he couldn't take him down. So I'm gonna go with DC on this one. I think he's gonna do like George St. Pierre, where when he's got a chance to take him down, he's gonna take him down. When he's gonna get a chance to stand up with him, he's gonna stand up, and it's just gonna be like a confusing thing for Stipe Miocic. Within that time, with DC, if you notice the shot that knocked what's his name, Stipe Miocic out, it was a straight shot. He's got these looping shots which are great, and they do hurt the opponent. But if he wants to land the knockout blow, it's gonna be a straight shot. I don't think he does that. That's the only thing. So I think it's gonna go 5 rounds, and I think DC is gonna win it. Yeah, I don't. No, it's not gonna go 5 rounds. It's not gonna go 5 rounds. I think by round 3 he's gonna finish him. It's gonna be like the Matsera and George St. Pierre fight. So, and by round 3 it's gonna be over. My liking. Yep. So the next fight on the card is Marlon Vera versus Sean O'Malley, and this is a fight in the making. Okay, it's basically for Sean O'Malley. It's what would you call it? A fight. It's and people say, okay, I believe so. This is what you call made fight. Tune-up fight for Sean O'Malley to showcase his skills to move to the next level. It's not a case of where Sean O'Malley is gonna, if he can finish him, that will be an absolutely amazing thing. I mean, look at his record. The only loss Sean O'Malley was in, which happened, was in the amateur division, and it was by submission. So he knows what Chito Vera's strengths are, and they are submissions and trying to take guys down. So I think he is going to rely on that. Not only that, Chito Vera is a slow starter, whereas Sean O'Malley is a quick starter. So that's where the thing is with. Oh, sorry. With Marlon Vera. So I think this match is just set up for Sean O'Malley to win. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. Obviously, Marlon Vera can definitely win this fight. But I mean, look at the just look at the stats, man. I mean, like he doesn't knock guys out that much. You see, submissions are most prominent. Okay, and he has the last fight that he did have was a loss. It was a decision, unanimous decision and loss. So this is and the losses that he's had are like look decisions. So this is most likely going to go to the end of round 3. I think so. I think Sean O'Malley. I don't know. You could knock him out, man. I really do think you can knock him out. I think people don't realize he's 5'8", right? If he does the right game plan, Chito Vera can win this. But the thing is, he doesn't. What Chito Vera are we going to see? Are we going to see an adapted one? I don't think so. I think Sean O'Malley's right. I think Sean O'Malley, in terms of his strengths, he's more of a grappler, trying to take him down and, submit him. He's going to try to close the distance. Is he going to manage to do that? I doubt it. Sean O'Malley from the outside, that's his game. That's his world. And, yeah. So it's his world. It's his world. That's how he's going to win the fight. And, I'll give him credit where credit's due. I think he's going to win this fight completely. I think it's going to be second round TKO. So for Sean O'Malley, is definitely or 3-round decision. That's what I think. I'm not so sure if like the co-main events, are they 5 rounds? I'm not sure about that. It's usually a title fight, isn't it? And the main event is 5 rounds. So this is clearly not a title fight. But you know what? Sean O'Malley, if he lands the right punch, he's got it to knock guys out. Okay, the next fight is Junior Dos Santos versus Jaron Zeno Rosenstrike. And clearly I've got Jaron Zeno Rosenstrike. The only loss he's had is against Francis Ngannou. It was a first round KO. And that was just a random one. You know what I mean? It was like he just got touched and he got knocked out. It was literally, he just got touched by his hand and he got knocked out. Look at it. He just destroyed other guys. Whoa, man. So I'm going clearly with Jaron Zeno Rosenstrike. There's no way I'm going to go against him. Junior Dos Santos, he's got it in him in terms of like moving in, moving out, moving in, moving out. But come on, look, the last loss that he had was against Curtis Blades and he got knocked out TKO punches by a guy who just likes to wrestle and take guys down. He's not known for his great KO ability and he got knocked out by him. Obviously, the fighter that was against Francis Ngannou. Oh gosh, that guy, seriously, that power is just horrible. And the prior loss to that was against the champ TKO in the round 1. But I think as time has gone on, man, oh my gosh, he beat Derek Lewis. Wow. In round 2. Obviously, he must have tired him out, so he was TKO, not KO, so I'm not going to hold any water to that. So, but anyway, regardless of the situation, I'm not going to deviate from that. Junior Dos Santos, in terms of his fight IQ, he basically, again, since the fight against Cain Velasquez, you clearly know his fight IQ was just diminished. because he clearly, when he needed to take him down or use his wrestling and use the ability to get out of the situation, he wouldn't do it. Um, so and I mean, he's not really changed his style. He's fallen in love with the knockouts. But the thing is, I'm sure he got a 71% knockout rate, but the amount of losses that he's had, he can't just rely on that, especially against Francis Ngannou. He was trying to knock him out instead of taking him down. What was all that about? I don't know. Okay, does that say enough for that? We know who's going to win that one. The next one, John Dodson versus Merab Dval, Dvalishvili. Dvalishvili. Who have I got against that? I think I've got Mirab. I got Mirab on this one. I mean, if you look at the losses that he's had, sure, he's had a guillotine, stoppage, and a decision loss, decision loss, decision loss. But he's a guy who's trying to move to the next level, and the gatekeeper at 135 is John Dodson, because he's not a 135, he's a 125. But for some bizarre, but because of Demetrius Johnson, he had to go up to 135s. I don't know why. I do not know why he doesn't go to 125 now. He's got the opportunity completely to go to 125 and be a big star over there, but he wants to be at 135. Maybe his age or whatever it is. But yeah, these guys are a bit of a decisionator. I mean, let's look. Decision 73%. So this is again. I'm gonna go with a decision victory for Mirab. John Dodson. Yeah, I mean, he's got to win against Nathaniel Wood, but prior to that, it was again loss against the champ, decision loss, decision unanimous decision Jimmy Rivera, Marlon Moraes decision, split decision. Ooh, I'm actually gonna go with the other guy, with John Dodson now. I'm changing my mind. I'm going with John Dodson. I think he's Peter Yan. Flipping heck. Yeah, I'm going with John Dodson. Yeah, I'm going with John Dodson because Peter Yan is on another level, and he got a decision loss against him. So you're not gonna get a victory, and a decisionator is not gonna get a victory easily against him. So I'm going with not with Mirhab. Forget that. I'm going with John Dodson back again, and I think he should go to 125. Now, Magomed Ankalev versus Ion Kutubila. I think that fight is cancelled. But I was going to go with Magomed Ankalev with this. I mean, if you look at his, record is pretty damn impressive. The only thing that he shows any weakness of is his submissions. He's had 62% finish rate, so that's pretty damn good. Obviously, 5 decisions is pretty okay. As far as Kutubila, 80% TKO. But the thing is he's at a loss. Did he just lose to Magomed previously? What the hell? So he's having a rematch against him? Okay, well, yeah, I was gonna go against with Magomed anyway, so what the heck? Why is he rematch him now? Maybe it was some. Yeah, I think the fight is up because he's got COVID. Anyway, so Ian Kutubela, yeah, it's off. I'm not gonna talk about it too much. Waste time on that. So yeah, Jim Miller versus Vince Pichel. No matter what you say, Jim Miller had Lyme disease, so I mean, if you look at his last fight, my gosh, he looked like Superman. Transitioning in terms of like, sorry, not yeah, not yeah, transitioning, going in from you know, one kick, jumping in, or the moment he took the we did a the moment he did a leg kick, he did it like a Superman punch, and then he got on the floor, and then he transitioned and got into submission, and he looked like a guy on another level. He looked like a guy who, and he was fighting at 160. And he was saying he had Lyme disease prior to it, so I'm clearly gonna go with Jim Miller on this one. Vince Pichel is a good test. Uh, I mean, 67 KO rate, TKO rate, 4 decisions. But, I mean, he's lost to Greg Gillespie was against a submission. Um, I just think as the level has gone up, he's having more decisions. And I think Jim Miller's on another level right now. I do believe that. I think he's more healthy, and I'm going to go with Jim Miller on that one without a doubt. Now, as far as Ashley Yoda versus Levin Souza, I've just got to go with Levin Souza because um, look at her victories. I mean, she's had a unanimous decision loss. Wait a minute. Am I thinking about the right fight? Yeah, I am actually. Yeah, actually, Yoda. She's had quite a bit of losses actually, and they've been predominantly decisions. And it's not going to be an interesting fight really for my liking with Levin Souza. However, she is a submission expert. I mean, the last fight that she had was a loss, and it was by a decision. And she lost to Angela Hill prior to that. So she's clearly got a better pedigree there. And I'm gonna go with clearly Livina Souza, the Brazilian gangster there. I think with actually Yoda, she's very inconsistent, so I am not going to stick with her. Now with Felice Herrig, what happened to the other fight? I'm trying to find it. Okay. As far as Felice Herrig and Virnak or Sarah Jandiroba, I'm gonna go. This is completely a fight made for Virna to move to the next level. I mean, Virna. Let's have a look. I mean, the loss that she had was a decision loss to Carla Esparza. But let's be honest, everybody loses to Carla Esparza because Carla just basically manages to nullify the striking game and somehow take the guys down and just stay on there, just work very, very hard, do like a GSP where it like tap, 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 try to go for finish, but you're not really committing to anything. I think that's what GSP used to do. It was kind of boring in that way. Um, and I think when it comes to Carla Esparza, you know, anybody could lose to Carla Esparza. Prior to that, she's had no losses. This is clearly a fight for her to move to the next level. She is a good submission artist. When it comes to Felice Herrig, she's had 2 losses to Michelle Waterson and Karolina Kolkevich. Decision loss to Michelle Waterson and Karolina. I do not think. I think that division, the 115-pound division, is very, very thin, and I feel as though Michelle Watson, she's not a real high level fighter, to be honest with you. And that's no disrespect, but when it comes to the moving to the next level, I just feel as though she hasn't got the extra gear. I mean, she's a decisionator. So she's not likely to, do anything. Um, so she's more of a stand-up type of. It's going to be more of a stand-up type of fight when it comes to her. But when it comes to Verna, she's going to try to take it down, and I think simply because of her submission attempts, etc. She got 80% submission rate. It's going to be a good fight, that actually, to see if she can finish it. But I will say a 3-round victory for Verna Jandiroba. So yeah, I will go with that. As far as the next fight versus which is Herbert Burns versus Daniel Pineda. Herbert Burns is Gilbert Burns' younger brother. And I'm just going to go with Herbert Burns because if he's been training like his brother, he's going to have the same style, meaning completely mixed. And I'm going to have to go with Herbert Burns on that one. As far as TJ Brown versus Danny Chavez, TJ Brown, let's have a look at this one. He had a loss, a submission loss, and to be honest, he's been quite inconsistent. He's got 64% submission rate though, which is pretty damn good, but he isn't quite the what do you call it? The consistency is not there. When you go with Danny Chavez, he's had the last 3 fights have been TKOs, and you got a striker versus grappler type of thing going on here. I mean, he can't finish him. I mean, the losses that he's had though is, I mean, he has had one loss on a submission guillotine choke. But I'm gonna go with Danny Chavez on this. It's clearly obvious. Danny Chavez is being led on this one to move to the next level. Yeah, this is his gatekeeping test to move to the next level for the featherweight division. So yeah, that's it from me. Okay, I think I'm gonna get a lot of them right. To be honest, this time I really do. I feel as though I'm gonna get a lot of them right. I didn't talk about Krista Koss. I think I'm not sure. Did I? I'm not sure. But regardless, I don't want to talk any more about it anyway. But these are the main fights. It's gonna be a good fight card overall. I'll tell you that. The Sugar Show is gonna continue. I don't. You've not got a guy who's gonna knock Sean O'Malley out. So you've got a guy who's gonna be from working from distance. So it's a perfect fight for him. And yeah, so I can't wait for this. It's gonna be awesome. Please like, subscribe, and share. Please help me grow my channel. I need some help, guys. So if you have any advice that you could give me or something like that, besides hate, I don't need any hate. Okay, so yeah, thank you. Peace out. Peace.